Hi guys, Dan here from Walking with Faith Adventures. I'm just here on a hike with my brother Mark, one of my best friends. Today we're going to do things a little bit differently. Yeah, I know we go for a lot of hikes and document our hikes, but because we're walking with faith, we're going to talk a lot about faith as well and what faith is from a different perspective. So in this case, Mark was talking about his faith, or what inspires him to have hope with his faith. So there's a few things coming up as well that I'd like to tell you about. So obviously we're going to have this little segment in our videos, but also we're going to have Walking with Faith Extreme with Neil, and he's going to pretty much do mountains, multi-day hikes. So for those who are looking for that little bit extra. And also coming soon is going to have more family hikes as well, so from sort of easy to medium grade hikes as well. So this will all be documented on YouTube as well. So we'll just carry on with our hike and we'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, just here with Mark. So Mark is going to talk about a little bit about his faith and what faith means to him. So, hi Mark, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Thanks, Daniel.
Oh, good. And obviously faith is different for all people. Obviously we share the same faith as we're both Christian, but for other people as well, it's, if you think what faith is about believing in something before you see it. So therefore I guess faith is a little bit different for everybody, but it all relates to hope.
Thanks, Daniel. On that note, faith for me is being sure of what I hope for and certain of what I do not see. So Hebrews 11 verse 1. And so we're going on this medium walk. We're going up all these steps. We can't see the end, and that's what faith is. We can't see the end, and so faith has been certain of what we hope for. I hope to reach the end, and certain of what we hope for, and sure of what we do not see. So that's a little bit of faith for me. So also faith is like a mustard seed for me, and we can look at these tea trees just in front of us. So while these tea trees are not mustard trees like the Bible says, there's a comparison here. So if a seed drops from these tea trees, and it will grow from a small seed to this big tree in front of us. And it's the same for the carries that we can see way in the distance, small seed to a massive, huge tree. And that's what faith can be like to it. For me, some areas of my life, the faith can be small, and then it can grow into something big and powerful, like a tree that's so massive and vast. Finally, faith for me is like looking at James chapter 2, faith and deeds. See, I can have faith that I can go on this nice walk today, but if I don't have the deeds, what point is it? So faith is actually doing what I believe in, putting it into practice.
Oh, that's awesome, Mark. Just thinking outside the box, real life situations. Obviously for us as Christians, our faith is similar. But just for those who don't really understand faith as we see it, we know that obviously faith is about believing in something before you seeing it. Just say maybe looking for a job or having a project or anything like that. How is faith important?
Yeah, for me, I've just recently got a new job starting in a week's time, so I went through the process of job hunting. And so while that used to be very difficult for me, or just lacking trust or getting a bit stressed and stuff, so faith over time for me has meant that I have the confidence and have the belief that I will get a job, even though I don't have the job straight away, or don't know when I'm going to get the job, or don't know when the next interview is going to come, or the next job opportunity. So it's having the confidence. That's what faith and job hunting for me is.
Cool. And it's really relevant, especially on these sort of times. Sometimes it's very, very tough out there, as we all know. With faith, obviously, it breeds a lot of hope, and I believe that obviously without faith there is no hope. What sort of things can you help people with in regarding faith and giving them a bit of hope?
Yeah, I've read a book, Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning, and that was hope at its, or lack of hope in its extreme, or testing of hope in its extreme. And so hope there was, having a trust in God, that God can work things out, that a hope when you don't see the future or see what outcome could happen. So it's very, obviously Viktor Frankl was in the concentration camps, and so it was really extreme, but it can be the changing of a character weakness or something when I haven't changed it yet, and I've struggled, or struggled all my life. So how do I have that hope? And it's, to me, in some things, especially big weaknesses, it's only that hope in God that can get me through and help me push through the hard times.
At the moment, there are a lot of us going through hard times, not just here in New Zealand, but around the world as well, where there might be, the lacking of having financial difficulties, or trying to find a job, or even their personal life. So if you're going to just talk to somebody on this video, obviously you're talking to people at the moment, how would you give them a bit of hope through the faith that you've experienced?
Yeah, some hard times. It was a few years ago now, job hunting, and lost my job, and then I was stressed that I was going to get a new one, had some job, issues to get through, and initially it was really good. I got my best paying jobs, highest paying contracts, and some great opportunities, and then some trials occurred, losing 3 job opportunities in a row, and losing faith and belief and confidence, and I had to, and then I settled for doing something else, less not paying as much, and not having a 40-hour a week. It was more like 30 or 20 hours a week, and so it was quite hard and quite taxing on the body, doing my ACC return on a painting job is 4 times the ACC for an office job. So it was it was quite tough, and not getting the hours in. But then started to believe more, had some occurrences that was going in my favor, and just started to just, I guess, the faith and deeds that I talked about earlier. So I was just going out there applying for jobs, and then the irony is I got a job without even having an interview. So that's the way I see God can work. When things are tough or we're struggling, He can come through, even our faith is low. And as I said before, the analogy, like faith as small as a mustard seed. Yeah, my faith to get back into the office work was quite low, but God can work with that faith as small as a mustard seed.
So what do you say to somebody who's just lacking in a bit of faith at the moment? How can you encourage them to just have that hope out there?
I think for me, and in my experience, I've been involved in support groups or just close friends in the church, outside of the church, and it's just leaning on each other, talking about what's going on. I was a person that didn't used to talk a lot about what's going on for me, and it was quite amazing experience, just, talking and getting support. And I think that's, when I struggle, that's the way that gets me through, talking to others, leaning on others, and getting that support and encouragement to step out in faith and step out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, no, that is so true, because especially today, a lot of us don't talk. We just hide in this little bubble, I guess, and we really got to get out there and not being afraid to talk to other people, and I guess that is probably the best thing to do. And looking at your situation and how you've got jobs in the past as well, you've been having the confidence to get out there and just say, you know what it is, I've just got to have that belief inside me that just trusting in God and trusting in your ability to be able to do something, and I think that's what we've got to do as well. So thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate your little lesson today, and hopefully people get inspired by what you say. Have you got anything else to say?
Yeah, I think going back to the job hunting, the job that I've got now it's out of my comfort zone. It's out of I've never done it. It's in the business analyst area where I've done more accounting and system testing. So I think faith gives you the chance to try new things, to step out, to see what's out there, and to give things a go. And we don't know until we try, and so I think the aspect of faith just helps us to give things a go and step out of our comfort zone.
Absolutely. Awesome, Mark. Really appreciate you being out here with me today and enjoying this awesome view. And so I'm just going to put this amazing view we've got here in the Waitakiris today. So what I suggest, guys, if you're feeling a bit rough, and it's a nice day, and if you like hiking as well, get out there and enjoy nature. It certainly helps. And just go for a nice walk. Don't have to be a big one, but it just helps to rethink things as well. Thank you for joining us today and watching our Talking About Faith for Hope video, part of a series where friends of Walking with Faith Adventures can tell their own story and what faith means to them. It doesn't matter who we are or even where we come from. We are all human and have our own struggles. No, it's only when you have faith you also have hope in achieving something that may seem impossible, that becomes possible by walking out your faith daily. Remember, if you like our videos, subscribe to our channel for the latest content and viewing our latest hikes. My name is Daniel, and I'll see you soon.